So today we're going to have a look at a Trigano Tribute, and these vans I've got a soft spot for. They're a great starter van for anybody who's getting into camping or motorhome. And basically it's a 2-berth, it's a good size, and with the Triganos they just give you the basics to get started with your hot water and your fridge and your hobs, but a cracking starter van for the first time motorhomer. Right, Trigano Tribute. Let's set her up and let's have a look at her. She's a Fiat Ducato chassis with a 2.3 litre diesel engine. So we've got here, that's where we put our fresh water in. Then we've got the flue for the hot water, and then we've got the 240 volts. So we'll plug that one in now. And then the vents for the fridge. And then if we come round to the back of the van, we have the gas locker, and then what we'll do, we'll switch the gas on. And then what we've got here is our cassette toilet. And then we'll have a look inside the van. It has got an electric step. And let's go inside. So as you can see, nice compact camper van. We have the long bench seat here, which again, this will pull out to make up a big bed area. And then you can also turn this one here into a single bed. So you've got the option of 2 single beds or making it 1 big bed. The seats do swivel around. And then what we've got here, we've got cupboard space. And now here at the back of the van, what we've got then, we've got hobs and a grill. And then we've got the sink area here. And then what we're doing is if we move into the back of the van here, we have a combined washroom. So what we do, if we start off with the control panel, so here we've got the control panel for the Trigano. So we'll switch the control panel on. Now because we put the hookup on earlier on, there's our 230 volts going into the van, and it's shown us that it's trickle charging the leisure battery. It's also showing the vehicle battery is full. Now we have a light which we can switch on here. We've got our awning light, and this is for the pump. And then what we've got here, if you have a look, that's the fresh water, it's same with low. That's the wastewater, same, we've got nothing in as well. So one way to actually switch this control panel off is you hold your finger down on the off, let it go through, and there you go, switch. So what we'll do now, we've switched the gas on. So we've got the gas coming through. And then what we need to do now is, because we've got water in the fresh water tank, we need to now fill up the hot water tank. So we need to prime that up. So we'll go now to a pump, switch a pump on. It will normally take about a couple of minutes for it to prime up. As you can see, that's all primed up now. And then while we're at the back of the van, what we have here is we have the 3-way fridge. So on the 3-way fridge here, we've got our gas. And if you just heard that, I don't know if you heard it, that's lit. We have our 230, which works because we've obviously plugged the mains in. And then what we also have is 12 volts. Now it's not come on because at the moment the engine's not switched on, so the alternator's not charging the leisure battery up, so that won't work until we start the motorhome. So again, we can have it on 230, again that's lit, or on the gas. And then if we move into the bathroom, what we have here is the cassette toilet. It sends the water round, the button there does. And it does use the water from the fresh water tank. And then what we can do there is empty the cassette out. And we've got various lights. And then we've also got, like I say, the blinds, fly screens. What we do have on this van, we have a Webasto gas heater, which sends blown air through the various vents, as you can see here. So we've switched that on now, and that'll just go through its cycles and start heating the van up. And then we also have gas hot water. So as you can see here, this is for the hot water. We'll switch that on. And I've just heard that that's lit. So as you can see, quite a compact van, pretty basic, but it's giving you everything you need. So we've got the fridge, the three-way fridge, we've got a hob, we've got a grill, we've got a Webasto heater, which is going to send warm air around the van to keep us warm. And then if we need some hot water for doing some pots, washing some pots or pans, or just having a wash, we've got our gas heater. And you can hear there now, the Webasto's just kicked in. So that's going to send warm air around the van. So I'll start to show you where different parts, different components for the van are. And underneath the vehicle seat is the leisure battery, and the charger unit for charging the leisure battery on 240 is underneath the passenger. And then where the rest for the water system is, if I just show you underneath here, what we do have here, there's the fresh water tank. The wastewater tank is underneath the van. And then what we have underneath here now, we have the Truma 10 litre hot water tank. There's our pump to pump the water around. It is a pressure pump. And then I don't know if you can see that, just underneath here is the yellow lever for draining down the hot water heater. And then we do have a black lever here, and that drains down the fresh water tank for when you're not using it. So as you can see, it's on a Fiat Ducato chassis, and it's a 5-speed 2.3 diesel engine. And then, as I said before, the waste tank is underneath the camper van, and the waste here can be emptied by just pulling the lever, which empties all the water out of the waste tank. So there we have it, Trigano Tribute. Like I say, it does everything it says on the tin. Great little camper for the first timer, just starting out, getting into camping. And it gives you everything that you're going to need: hot water, your fridge, and heating. So what more can I say about the Trigano Tribute?